Okay, so how can I improve? We have a Bronze 2 Juno. I've been playing this game since around 2018 and I still suck. I don't know how to improve and it's really frustrating, especially because my teammates just get pissed off at me despite being the same rank and don't actually tell me what they need from me. I watch videos on how to improve all of the time and I still can't figure out what I need to do. There's obvious common mistakes I acknowledge, but other than that, I don't know what I'm doing so wrong to where I'm stuck in bronze. I can give more game codes if needed. Okay, so number one, let me tell you something. Why would you listen to people who are in the same rank as you? Ask yourself that. Because if they're in the same rank as you, which you've acknowledged, why would you listen to them? Because the advice that they're giving you is just going to keep you in the same rank. So don't listen to them. Listen to me, okay? Don't just turn off chat. There's no point having chat on because voice chat should only be used when you're playing with friends. Why? Because everyone else is just going to be an idiot and they don't know what they're talking about. Text chat, if you ever have text chat on ever again, I think I'm just going to have to like do something like rash, like turn off your PC because text chat is so useless, okay? So if you watch videos on how to improve all of the time and you don't know what you need to do, it's probably because you're having information overload, right? Look, Overwatch is about getting like the fundamental knowledge of how to play the game and then just practicing. You're probably consuming too much content and you're probably not practicing. There's obvious common mistakes I acknowledge, but other than that, I don't know what I'm doing so wrong. Well, like, if you already know the common mistakes that you're making, just work on fixing those in the meantime. But I'm going to be going over this VOD and seeing what's going on here. Juno's a pretty chill character. She has a lot of cooldowns, but it's relatively chill to play her. But I'll just kind of see where we're going here. I haven't watched a bronze review in a while, so I'm not gonna be too harsh on you. I'm not gonna tell you like what you should have done. Like, you know, bro, you should go on this angle. No, I'm gonna just watch like how you play, and we'll kind of just see what's going on here. Nice, good stuff. So like doing that is pretty good. I would be careful of using your boosters like this just against a dive comp. I'm not saying you shouldn't, but usually against a dive comp, they're going to be looking for you to use those boosters and then they're going to jump on you. So whilst I'm not saying it's a bad thing, just be careful, okay? And like, you probably don't know who they have, but you know, if they have Arnoron, Sombra, Doom, you probably know they're going to want to get around the map, right? So just watch out for that. W peels. Okay, here. Good torpedo. One thing I would do is that if you see your Bastion using turret form and stuff, you would want to use your speed ring on him because that's going to help him get a lot of damage, right? Let me show you. So if he's popping turret form, then he probably wants to shoot. If you use your speed ring on him, he could swing around the car and maybe get a kill here, right? Does that make sense? I know a lot of people probably say you want to be a bit lenient or strict with how you use your speed ring. I actually encourage just using it when you see your teammates kind of getting aggressive because here it would really help all of them to just push through the choke here. It would. See Sombra, W peels. And yeah, like that, like speed probably would have helped that guy. Okay, nice ring. And there you just need to use your boosters a bit more. So there's two issues. One, you're kind of just walking in the open, you see. You're just like walking up and then Arnoron can just kind of hit you for free and kill you. What you want to do is instead of walking up like this, you know, just play behind this wall. Because you can still see everything you need to see, but you can go behind this wall if you get put in trouble, right? And then with your boosters, as soon as you see the Arnoron here, you kind of want to just use your boosters to get out because, you know, you're in close range with that guy. And you don't want to be in close range. And that's how you're going to end up dying now. But I don't want to go like too in depth. I don't want to complicate things. Good shots. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. I mean, nice cover usage. That was pretty good. Okay. I mean, that Doom's AFK. Yeah. So one big thing I'm noticing. You didn't pressure speed ring that whole time. So I'm gonna just tell you outright, if you see your teammates walking close to the enemies, just pop it. Because it's gonna help them get value. Like just throw it over here, it's gonna help them get value. Like I like how aggressive you're playing, I really do, I love it. But you need to use all of your cooldowns so that you can help your team. Now yeah, you won the fight, but like you would have won the fight even faster. Nice. Aggro. So far, nothing crazy. You just need to use your speedering a bit more, and you need to use cover a bit more. Now, I'm gonna tell you for the future, you don't want to sit on the payload because it's gonna let them come forward. But right now, I don't want to complicate things. But like the reason why you don't want to do this is because if you let them come to you, then you have to win more fights to push the payload. But if if your team goes up here, you can play on the high ground and you can stop them from giving you a full fight whilst you're pushing the payload for free. But like you are actually doing that, which is pretty good. So that's good. Okay. It's like here, a speed drink could be really nice. A speed drink could be great. A speed drink could be awesome. Fantastic. Okay. So yeah, you need to see now. See, like now you ring, but it doesn't matter because the fight's already over. And then there, you just went in when it wasn't really the greatest time. Do you notice how many people on your team are in this area? None. So you don't want to play close. Again, you want to use your boosters to get out of this situation because it's too dangerous. You wanted to do this when your team was alive so that there would be more people, taking aggro for you. I mean, you have a decent amount of awareness. Again, speedering, ult, speedering. You need to use your cooldowns, right? Don't feel bad about using them often, even if it goes bad, because at least you're using them. You win this fight right now by pressing 2 buttons, okay? Look at this direction, press Q, and then press E, or press E and then press Q. Doesn't matter what order. If you get over here and you press E and you press Q, you will win this fight instantaneously, without a doubt. But because you're not pressing your buttons, you're not getting enough value, and it's making it really hard to win this fight. Yeah, nice, it's good, but it's a little bit too late. Because now, we have to, use a bunch of ultimates to win, when you could have just used your ultimate and then you would have won the fight anyway. You wouldn't have even needed the beat or anything like that. Again, I love what you're doing with the torpedoes here, but we need to use our other abilities too. Like I love what you're doing, and you clearly understand. Okay, I want to do stuff, but you keep forgetting to press your E button. That's it, Well, and your Q button. You held on to your Q for too long. But when you use your ultimate, just when the enemies and your team are close, that's when you can press your ult. Oh my god, she did it! You use speed! Nice! And now this speed ring is going to help your Orisa get value on the Doom. It's going to help your Genji and stuff like that. This is great. Nice! Good torpedoes! Oh, he died. Unlucky. But that was good! Now, your Orisa kind of fed, so now try and back up. Use speed ring to Genji. Okay, you're using it more. Let's go. I love this. This is fantastic. Alright, now we just chill. Try and help Genji. Nice. Alright, now let's go. Nice! Okay, we're using it more. Careful with the Pharaoh, of course. Nice torpedoes. But again, just one thing. You want to be careful with using your, what's it called? Your Glad boosters early, because you're playing against still like a very big dive comp. You ideally want them to get away from the enemies when they push you. You don't usually want to use it to go into the enemies. Like here, you're using your boosters to get away from the Pharaoh. Does that make sense? And that's kind of how you want to use them most of the time. Nice ring. And this ring's just gonna help your team go out. Okay, you really picked up the pace. You're very close to your ultimate here. Nice. Okay, good ult. But you have to watch out for the placement of it, because you see how it's just gonna go over here. If the enemies were able to come on the point and fight, this ultimate would be useless. You want to just aim it where the fight's gonna be. Don't don't just click it for no reason. You want to actually aim it where the fight's gonna be. But overall, you're playing fine. One thing I could say is that you're playing in open space too much, and you probably use your boosters a little bit too greedily, and it almost gets you killed. And the reason why you don't die is because you're playing against not as good players, and also you don't use your speed ring enough. But other than that, I'm not seeing too many issues here. Alright, doing damage. I mean, so far I'm liking this. Okay, you got flanked. So here, this is just kind of like an awareness thing. You don't always want to be staring down the face, like down main. You need to be looking around you so that you know what's going on. Because the Pharah, if you see her, she was able to like get around without you seeing her. You need to turn around every so often so that you know what's going on. Because you see how you just main, and then you get flanked, and like sure, you get hit by both of them at the same time, which is unlucky. But you get flanked and you didn't even realize it, right? So awareness is a pretty important thing to have. Nice ring. Again, I don't mind the boosters like torpedo thing, but just be careful with it. And again, we need, like, our team is engaged. Pop the speed ring here just to give them that, and then you can go do your own stuff because you're missing out on so much value. Speed ring this bastion, and then you can go on the right. Does that make sense? Like, you're just missing out on like all this free value. I get it, bro. Just use your torpedoes, man. I get, but like, look, speed ring, torpedoes, help these people. You're not using your full amount of value, right? Speed ring, speed ring, speed ring, speed ring, speed ring, speed ring, speed ring. We didn't use ring that whole fight. That is disgraceful. And then you get shattered. So yeah, the reason why you get shattered is because you're standing in open space. You're like one of them jumpy Junos who's like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. No, bro, just chill. Just get up here, look around, see who needs a ring. You have cover from the Reinhardt. You can back up. You're just very panicked. You need to find a position like a corner and just sit on it. Like you can just sit right here and you're fine. If someone shoots you on here, you can just back up. You're not gonna get shattered, right? Like, you're so panicky that like you lose awareness as to what's going on, and then you end up just getting shattered. And you still haven't used ring. 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 You still haven't used it. You still haven't used it. You still haven't. Okay, so you're trolling. Sorry, not to be mean, but you're trolling. It has been. Let me do the calculations here. So, what time is this? It has been. Let me check. Okay, so you used ring at 10:39. Okay. So at 10:39 you used ring, and at 9:32. So it's been over 1:07 since you last used speed ring. Now let me ask you, what is the cooldown of speed ring? Oh, it's 14 seconds. So in 1:07 you could have used that ring at least 4 different times, and you didn't use it a single time. Do you see where the problem lies there? Now, all I'm gonna tell you is literally, if you see your teammates are shooting at the enemies or they're on top of the enemies, just use it. Don't even think. Like don't even think about it, right? Like even that ring is better. Like, it's not great, but it's good because at least you use the ring, and the speed almost let you survive that Pharah, right? So I just, like, your big thing is that you just need to press it more. Just press ring more, please. Other than that, you have decent aim. You have, like, decent awareness. Even this ult is really good. You see how your team is like very committed on them? If you just pop your speed ring here, you get so much value. But like you're not gonna press ring because you just don't realize that button exists on your keyboard. By the way, speed ring and ultimate is like one of the most broken combos in this whole game, and it also would have kept you alive against the Pharah. But why are we dead to the Pharah? Well, it's just like an awareness thing. We don't know where she is, right? But we don't even need to be aware of the Pharah because look, you're standing in open space. If you just stood here, you can do the exact same thing. Do you understand what I mean? You can do the same thing that you want to do. You know, you can jump up and torpedo. But playing on the cover is safer, and you're going to be way less likely to die. Does that make sense? You can do the exact same thing, but it's safer. So play behind the cover, and then you probably would have seen the Pharah, and then if she pushes you, well, then you can go in the room. And this is even extra cover. You know, like, this is probably where I would play. You could back up to this cover over here. Do you understand? You're playing in the open space too much, and it's putting you very vulnerable. You see how you die because you're in open space? If I spectate the Pharah, who is in open space? Oh wow, it's just you. Easy kill, right? Actually, let me see something quickly. I wasn't paying attention. And yeah, look, because you use your boosters kind of for no reason, you didn't have them for when the Pharah actually pushed. I mean, like, you did, but like, look, you have your boosters, use them to run away from the Pharah. See, the Pharah sees you, boost her out behind the cover, right? How much longer is this game? So 7 minutes. I probably won't watch the full game then, just because I know you're going to be making the same mistakes. Okay, you're trying to get your team back. I get the vision, but one, you missed that speed ring, by the way. And two, you would rather have speed ring now, so that when they're trying to touch the point, you can actually hit them. Okay, nice. That's fine. But like, again, just like very quickly, if you just chucked a speed ring on your team here, you can help them and then deal with the Pharah. Okay? So like, this is a good ring. Like, you see that your team is in. I don't know why you didn't do this before. Speed ring, and it's just gonna help this guy disengage. This is great. Awesome. Oh, controller disconnected, I think, even though we're on PC. Again, speed ring this guy. Speed ring, speed ring, speed ring, speed ring. Look, in this situation, it is illegal for you to not use your speed ring here. Like someone should like shank you for this. You should actually get shanked for not using a ring here. Ring, 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 ring. So, I mean, I think I know what your big issue is. You know, I don't think it takes a genius to. Oh yeah, nice ring, nice ring, nice ring. Very helpful. This is nice. Good ring. Nice. Okay. So this is fine because they're not really on a dive comp anymore, so you can do that thing. Ring. Oh man, I wonder if you could have escaped that ult if you used your ring. Okay. Yeah, so I'm not going to go any further because you're going to be making the same mistakes. Okay, so you make 3, or I'd say 2 main mistakes and then 1 occasionally. Okay. So obviously, your big mistake is that you aren't using your speed ring enough. That's just a fact. You need to start thinking of it as just like, I don't know, like think of it as like a soldier helix. You like you just want to use that whenever your teammates are like shooting at the enemies, even if they're not fully engaged, because it's better than doing it for nothing. What I tell most people, although I've been kind of arguing this a little bit, is that you want to use the ring when people are committed on each other. But that doesn't mean anything to you right now because frankly, you're in bronze, you probably don't understand that. So what I want you to do is just use it almost off cooldown. Like, don't waste it, right? Like, don't waste it if you're in spawn. Don't waste it if there's nothing happening. But, like, if you see, for example, that your Genji's up here, just use speedring on him, you know? Let me flip to a random scenario, right? Like, if you see your team over here, just use speedring. Why not, right? And, like, that's going to immediately probably take you to, like, silver, even gold. And then your second main problem is that you play in open space too much, and it gets you killed a lot. Like, you got shattered, you died to the Pharah. There was a bunch of times where you died. What I want you to do is that anytime you're trying to do something, try and find a piece of the map where like this, where you can do the same thing that you want to do over here, but it's safer because if this Rhine fire strikes you, you can hide. If you get shot by the Mercy, you can hide. Like, does that make sense? And then as a third, maybe a little bit of a minor thing, sometimes you use your boosters in situations where you want to hold on to them, because look, the way this game is played is that usually you don't want to use your movement ability to get somewhere. Now, Juno, it's a bit of an exception because you can use your boosters to kind of jump up and go for a torpedo. I'm not saying that's bad, but against like a more divey comp, or when you think you're going to get put in danger, you want to save your boosters so that when they get on top of you, you booster away, because they've had to use cooldowns to get to you, so you use your own to get out. Does that make sense? Anyways, I hope this helped. Go check out my main channel, and then go like in my bio, or check out the links in the description. The first one is going to be a free coaching call. If you want extra help, I can help you out. And to anyone else watching this, if you like the way I break down the game, I have a whole course which just, you know, explains the theory of the game. And it basically, if you watch that, it's like 8 to 10 hours long. You will just understand the whole game, and you will never need to like look at any guide videos again. You just watch that, understand the game, and then just keep practicing on your heroes, and then that's it. You'll just rank up. But anyway, catch you guys later. Peace.